The compound value of 1052.60 rams per coin is within the current cost range of 1005.73 to 1080.10, as observed in the previous day's closing value of 1083.56. The change in value was 30.96, with an opposite rate of 2.86 ZAR to compound cost. Looking ahead, the compound cost forecast for the near future and month indicates that on Monday, August 7th, the cost will be 1021 rands, with a high estimate of 1092 and a low estimate of 950. On Tuesday, August 8th, the compound cost forecast is 1006 rands, with a high estimate of 1076 and a low estimate of 936. Continuing the forecast, on Wednesday, August 9th, the compound cost is expected to be 951 rands, with a high estimate of 1018 and a low estimate of 884. On Thursday, August 10th, the compound cost is projected to be 970 rands, with a high estimate of 1038 and a low estimate of 902. Moving on to Friday, August 11th, the compound cost expectation is 999 rands, with a high estimate of 983 and a low estimate of 855. Finally, the multi-week compound forecast for Monday, August 14th, suggests a cost of 888 rands, with a high estimate of 950 and a low estimate of 826. Looking further ahead, on Tuesday, August 15th, the compound cost expectation is 898 rands, with a high estimate of 961 and a low estimate of 835. On Wednesday, August 16th, the compound forecast indicates a cost of 928 rands, with a high estimate of 993 and a low estimate of 863. Lastly, on Thursday, August 17th, the compound cost expectation is 911 rands. On Friday, August 18th, the compound conjecture for rands had a pricing fluctuation, with a high of 975 and a low of 847, resulting in a price difference of 128 units. The expected compound cost of rands fluctuated between a high of 1097 and a low of 953 over a period of approximately 14 days. On Monday, August 21st, the cost was 1007 rands, with a high of 1077 and a low of 937. The compound estimate for Tuesday, August 22nd, was 910 rands, with a high of 974 and a low of 846. On Wednesday, August 23rd, the compound cost forecast was 908 rands, with a high of 972 and a low of 844. The compound estimate for Thursday, August 24th, was 892 rands, with a high of 954 and a low of 830. On Friday, August 25th, the compound cost forecast was 862 rands, with a high of 922 and a low of 802. Looking ahead to 3 weeks, the compound estimate for Monday, August 28th, was 921 rands, with a high of 985 and a low of 857. The compound cost forecast for Tuesday, August 29th, was 886 rands, with a high of 948 and a low of 824. On Wednesday, August 30th, the compound estimate was 814 rands, with a high of 871 and a low of 757. Finally, the compound cost forecast for Thursday, August 31st, was 7,184 rands. On Friday, September 1st, the compound figure had a fluctuation between the high value of 839 and the low value of 729. The cost of the compound figure during this period amounted to 796 rounds. In almost 1 month, the compound cost forecast experienced a high of 852 rands and a low of 740 rands. On Monday, September 4th, the cost was recorded at 899 rands. On Tuesday, September 5th, the compound figure experienced a high of 962 and a low of 836, with a corresponding cost of 875 rands. The projected compound value for the years 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, and 2027 is expected to range between 936 and 814. Similarly, the compound cost for December 2023 is estimated to be 861 rands, with a high cost of 861 and a low cost of 746. The midpoint of this cost range is calculated to be 818, and the compound cost for December is projected to be 802 with a change of 6.9. In January 2024, the compound cost is initially anticipated to be 802 rands, with an excessive cost of 850. The low-priced 738 aircraft was determined to have a median cost of 796. The cost of the aircraft compoundly increased over the months, with a 1% increase in cost for January, starting at 794. The compound cost projection for February 2024 is based on the initial cost of 794 rands. Exorbitant cost 794, while low cost 636. The found the middle value of cost 727 compound cost gauge toward the months and 684 change for February 13.9 compound gauge for WAC 2024 to start with cost at 684 rands. Exorbitant cost 718 while low cost 624. The found the middle value of cost 674. Compound cost gauge toward the months and 671 change for spring 1.9 compound cost expectation for April 2024 to start with cost at 171 rands. Exorbitant cost 832 while low cost 671. The found the middle value of cost 738 compound cost gauge toward the months and 778 change for April 15.9 compound gauge for May 2024 in the first place cost at 778 rands. Exorbitant cost 845 while low cost 735. The found the middle value of cost 787 compound cost estimate toward the months and 790 change from a 1.5% compound cost expectation for June 2024 before all else cost at 790 rands. Excessive cost 859 while low cost 747. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 800 compound cost figure toward the months and 803 change for June 1.6 compound figure for July 2024 before all else cost at 803 rands. Excessive cost 873 while low cost 759. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 813 compound cost figure toward the months and 816 change for July 1.6 compound cost expectation for August 2024 before all else cost at 816 rands. Excessive